Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. My name is Ayoka. I'm getting ready to bring you guys a divine feminine read for tonight, y'all. So, put my water down, get myself prepared here. So, you know how this works, right? Flip the roles as you see fit. I may say it's your energy, but it's your person's energy. For the most part, you guys, we are all on different timelines, okay? So you may be on a different stage in your twin flame journey. So some things may not always resonate with you, but pretty much just take what you need, leave what you don't need, all right? If you want a personal reading, definitely reach out to me. I do keep the link in the detail box below this video, or you can also find it on my Instagram page in my bio. Y'all, the twin flame journey is very interesting. Yes, it is one journey here that takes a lot of perseverance. But for the most part, y'all, as long as you continue to stay in a positive mindset and you listen to the intuitive guidance that is being given to you, you'll get downloads all the time, y'all. Follow your divine life purpose here. Continue working on yourself. This situation that you got going on literally is a soul mission. All right, so whatever you do for your soul, in turn, your twin will mirror that, and then they begin to work on themselves, right? It's almost as if, you know, you guys are an exact match of each other. So whatever you are feeling vibrationally, the other person is catching as well, or vice versa, right? So that's why it's highly important here that you do a lot of self-work, and that you heal yourself, and definitely you will begin to manifest exactly what it is that you desire, right? Because that's how the laws of attraction work. But for the most part, right, when it comes to the twin flame journey, just remember to keep your eyes on the bigger picture here, because it's not always about you having this white picket fence and this family with your 3 kids and your happily ever after. That's included and it's nice, but it's still about humanity at the end of the day. We have a purpose here in this world, and that's to help other people to ascend. But in order for us to do our light worker duties, right, we have to be whole ourselves. So it's some things, you know, a lot of self-work that we got to do in order to get there. And our twin is actually a part of that mission. So that's the whole purpose of you guys trying to get together in this 3D union, okay? But technically, you guys are already in union. A 5D union, all right? It's already done. So when you start looking at your prayers already being answered, or whatever intentions you have set is already being answered here, then the manifestation happens a little faster. That's my ice maker, y'all. It's going crazy right now. But, oh yeah, I'm going to set my intention so we can be on the same page energetically here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me with this collective reading from my divine feminines. Thank you for protecting us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you, and closing the gates to anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will. Thank you for using me as the messenger and hearing me clearly. Thank you for speaking through me. Thank you for protecting me from any psychic attacks, any negative energies, or any spell work that's being directed towards me. Thank you for covering everyone in my community and their families. And so it is. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna jump right in here, grab my book. I'm going to come from the Divine Feminine book first. Okay, so let me start here. Sorry, I'm looking for my cellular one. It's like I can't do nothing without it, homie. Put it right here. It clears my energy, because sometimes I do actually get a little bit low as I'm doing the readings, because there's so many people that I'm tapping into. Thank you. What's the message for my divine feminine spirit? The mother of the universe. Okay, so this is Kali. Wow. I was just looking at this goddess on the internet yesterday. I was looking up Oshun. Was it Oshun? I was looking up, and she came up too as well. And that's really, really funny here that she actually came out today. Now, the mother of the universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. 1 second, y'all. I just kind of took my shower and stuff. I ain't put my earrings in or nothing, y'all. But it's all good, right? We divine feminines. We is fly regardless, right? Now, for the most part here, with Kali, what's she talking about? Boy, let me tell y'all, I've been reading all day. I have devoted this whole day. I think I started maybe like 8:30 this morning doing personal readings and doing readings on my channel. So y'all, make sure y'all go to my channel here and check it out. I got my zodiac readings up in the Divine Feminine. I haven't done any really twin flame ones, but I do have a couple of karmic reads that popped up. Not on purpose. Let me tell you, I was doing a zodiac read and it came out. But definitely, please go check those out. Let's see, Kali. 64. Kali, or Kala. Something like that. Something like that. Now, this goddess here, pretty much, right? She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us. And that sounds good in theory, but in practice, it can feel as if the ground beneath us has turned to sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we're capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Kali sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Kali doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone we are not. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with the respect and love we need to do the light work. Okay, we come here to do. Kali wants to sever the ties our ego has made out of fear or out of a false belief that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we are not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to the singular call of our own soul. I just spoke all this shit before I started this video, right? Before I jumped into the meat. But for the most part here, right? Kali is the harbinger of having entered Kairos, soul time, and stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking, but ultimately she has come out of fierce love for the truth of who we really are. She is giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength. Our vulnerability, she lets us begin again from that bare bone truth of who we are. This is what your soul voice should be meditating on. What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? Wow. Now, for the most part, I'm gonna jump into the message because we're gonna see what this card is about. Okay, what is this referencing here, Spirit? Thank you. Get some water. I feel like I'm gonna have to have my throat parched for this one. I mean, I said parched. Have my throat moist for this one. Because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking here. I can definitely feel it. Thank you, my Spirit God. What is this about? What is this referencing here, Spirit? Why is my Divine Feminine asking to release what doesn't serve them? What has taken place here in their situation with their Divine Masculine or in their life here, Spirit? Thank you for using me as a messenger. So the card I have, well, a couple of cards just jumped out for the most part. I do have the Three of Wands here, okay? The Six of Cups in reverse. And this Hangman in the reverse position, all right? So for the most part here, there's some type of restrictions, okay? Some type of limitations that's taking place here. In your connection here with your Divine Masculine. Instead of you guys growing or expanding, it's some obstacles, okay? So something is really keeping you guys stuck where you're not able to move forward. It has a lot to do with your Divine Masculine not really moving past whatever situations they got going on, right? Just stuck in the past. Maybe they could be clinging to someone else here, right? But they're just failing to stay present. It's a lot of stalling that's taking place in your connection, okay? And with this, you're making some sacrifices with your person. Now, they may not really, I feel like they're interested in you, but not so much interested in commitment at this time. So that's what's coming to me. But, you know, that could be for some of you. That may not be for all. But for the most part here, right, it has to be a new perspective that is gained, period. Now, your person... okay, pretty much is operating in their lower vibration here, because they're coming out as a King of Swords in the reverse. Now, you had to withdraw your energy. You may need to withdraw your energy if you haven't. But for the most part, your person here needs to do some self-reflection. All right. They need to really gain some insight about themselves. This may be what they could be doing. But if they're not doing that, they need to. Why? Because they're operating in their lower self. Right. They're selfish here. Their standards aren't really high when it comes to commitment. And for the most part, there could be some manipulation here that's going on. There's some movement here coming in. There's some sudden changes that I'm feeling here that's taking place here, okay? And it could be coming in fast. Maybe you're trying to overcome some type of obstacles here because you want to close out whatever karmic cycle this is, right? Or your person here may be doing this, okay? They may be really ambitious right now and deciding to take some type of action when it comes to you guys' connection, right? When the Will card comes out, it's really saying here that things will eventually get better. You have to go through a cycle, okay? So this is about transformation, definitely, right? Because of this, you ended up having to make some type of adjustments within your connection with your divine masculine. And it was unexpected. So you weren't expecting these changes to take place here. But for the most part, the Ace of Wands has come out here. There's some type of inspiration here, or a new passion or a creative spark. You know how you just feel inspired and you start finding your own inner voice, right? Or you start having that willpower to develop whatever your vision is for yourself. This is literally what I'm picking up here. It's an excitement. Okay, it's some type of passion that I'm feeling and I'm picking up here that could be coming off of your divine masculine right now. So y'all had a lot of delays, okay? It had a lot to do with their lack of passion or energy when it comes to having some type of commitment. Thank you. What was coming to me in my mind was like a firm foundation. I don't know why. They're trying to create a firm foundation. I know that for the most part with most divine masculines. But you guys have actually literally made an investment into this connection for the most part, right? So you're waiting for a harvest. You're looking for results to come out of this, right? You may have this inspiration here to create something within this relationship with your person because it's really been taking a lot of work. You have endured so many different hardships within a connection, but for something to come out of it, you know, this is what you're expecting. You're in the state of expectancy here. You want to harvest from this. And it's really hard for you guys to stay together. But for the most part, right, there's a lack of closure within the connection itself. You know, when you have the World card here, you didn't reach that milestone, or you didn't reach the point where you guys were able to actually have some type of relationship. You're missing something. Something's missing. You know, something feels missing. Your person definitely feels empty without you here. And they're blocked for the most part in their happiness without you. But it has a lot to do with them having to make these decisions. For the most part, they're still stuck in this energy here of not being able to choose, right? Between two competing sides here. They could be trying to be the peacemaker here, right? So this is why they're having a difficult time making these decisions. Instead of coming through and really speaking their truth here, yeah, they're not doing it. And guess what? The divine is not with none of that shit. Let me tell you, the Tower card, straight Tower moment. Okay, so because they're not making these decisions here, the universe comes in and brings sudden changes or brings chaos or ends relationships, right? But it happens to shift your views, especially if it comes to love, and especially when it comes to a connection like this, because while you are a divine feminine, this is a divine love, right? So the adjustments need to be made. Your person here was literally delaying the inevitable, delaying an ending when it came to their karmic situation, or delaying speaking the truth to you about what's happening in their life, right? Hiding from you, hiding something here. But for the most part here, there could have been an ending, or you guys may have broke up from it. You know, the relationship wasn't able to sustain. It didn't get through that storm, right? But it with everything that's happening, it really calls for you to stand in your integrity, divine femme. For the most part with that conflict, right? Hold on, let me see if I can pick the card up. It's in the reverse. So 5 of Wands basically is saying here that there's conflict, there's arguments, there's competition, but your person here, they want to end the conflict. All right, they have this idea, and they're sitting here really trying to, you know, manifest this idea. Okay, this idea literally is coming to them from their intuition as well. I'm picking up that they may daydream even about this here. They do have this new perspective, and that's what this storm or this tower moment ended up bringing in for your person. So whatever those sudden changes was, right, it shook them to their core. So I mean, don't get me wrong, Spirit knew exactly what to do when it came to this. Shook them to their core to the point where they like, oh shit, I gained a new perspective. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone, right? And this is what they're thinking to themselves, is like, okay, I have this newfound appreciation for my divine femme here. And they were keeping all this a secret before here, but it had a lot to do with that emotional immaturity, not showing their emotions, right? Too much conflict, y'all. Look at this. Ace of Cups. So this is what the idea is really about. It's about them wanting to start fresh with you, okay? For the most part here, they're having an emotional awakening. So right now, collectively, majority of the divine masculines have awakened to the twin flame connection, right? Before they were being cold in their energy, probably empty as shit, you know, lacking the intimacy and all of that other stuff, right? But now it's like they're trying to learn how to trust their gut here. They were neglecting the connection, of course. Instead of working on it, they were neglecting you, neglecting the connection itself, not putting in any effort. This was a one-sided situation here. You know, your values just weren't aligned. But this was before they were awakened to the connection. So once they actually awaken, then they start to see like, oh, you know, this is my person here. Thank you. You know that you can't keep lying. It can't be deception. It can't be waiting. You know, this is what Spirit is saying. It can't be none of that. Not in a divine connection. All right. So divine femme, you know, when that's in order, when that happens like that, what? You got to let this shit go. Okay. Now, for the most part here, temperance is being brought in. This is where the changes is coming in. The patience, the balance, all of this is coming in because there's no movement, right? Your person's not taking any action. And where there should be sudden changes, 8 of Wands in the reverse, or some progress being made within the connection, you know, is a lot of waiting, a lot of delays. And it has a lot to do with whatever the chaos is or misunderstandings that's happening with your person here. Okay, so they can see the bigger picture here, but it just remains an idea. Remember, I was like, they can see it. They gained this new perspective here. They just daydreaming about it, but they're not taking action. So they know what they feel. They know who you are, right? They see the bigger picture. They see the possibilities here, but fear, okay? They're going to make this transition for the most part. For the most part here, they are transitioning. They're leaving something behind, but look, the 7 of Swords is still in this deceptive energy. It's still some type of lies here that are taking place, or something here that your person may be trying to get away with. What is this about here, Spirit? What are they trying to get away with? They still juggling? But no, so this is the thing, right? I got the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is saying the imbalance is coming because they're juggling too many things. What they're juggling is, possibly that's included in those too many things, is a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so whoever this karmic person is that's coming out is very codependent. So it's almost as if the divine masculine has to walk on eggshells when they're around this person here. This is where this imbalance is coming from, why they're neglecting or not really focusing wholeheartedly on you guys' connection here. Now, 7 of Cups comes out in the reverse. They've made a decision here. All right, they definitely was lacking the purpose before, had too many choices, confused. But for the most part here, they're choosing. So what's going on here? Why is there some deception still, Spirit? What is that about? Okay, so there's some type of self-doubt. They're still, okay, that's what it is. They're still not working together with you as a team. That's what it is. They have to come together with you and work as a team. Even though you may be in communication with your person, say like that, maybe you guys are, you know, cordial, you reconcile, but you guys are not in unison, right? The alignment is still not there is what I'm picking up. Okay, right, because they're still in this Knight of Wands energy in the reverse and on top of the Eight of Swords energy. So they're operating still in that lower self, still being arrogant here, running from commitment. And on top of that, they're still trapped or feeling restricted. Okay, and they still have this karmic situation here that needs to be released, right? So it's still something there that your person here feels like they're clouded in their judgment about. Thank you. This is why the connection is still unsteady, is what I'm picking up. And yeah, now it makes a whole lot of sense why the goddess asks, what is it that you need to release? Thank you. They're still they're still clouded in their judgment here about creating some type of foundation here or commitment. For the most part. That's what it is. It's like they want to be able to have that, but they have to face their fears about it. You guys are coming out as the lovers. The death and the rebirth and the high priestess. So the lovers is my twins. Okay. Now, for the most part here, you know, this is divine love. You guys are in a 5D marriage for the most part. This is a spiritual union. The death and rebirth card talks about transformation. So you are going through a transformation here. This is about endings, okay? So something has to be rebirthed in you guys' connection, but it has to be an ending in order to get to that point. Now, being that you are the high priestess, which comes in as who? Being very intuitive, being the divine feminine here. Listen to your inner voice and trust what you know to be true. You have to trust your intuition here and let whatever is hidden here come to the surface. So, you know, that manipulation or that deceit here that's still taking place here, it's going to come out for the most part. Wow. Listen to your inner voice with this is what I'm getting. Okay. Now, let me see if I can get Spirit to tell us what it is that's hidden. Because it seems like they're not speaking. They're not telling us what's hidden. It's like, use your high priestess energy. Listen to your intuition. Okay, so pretty much, again, they're still operating in their lower self here. They're not ready to step into the role. That's what's hidden. That's what's hidden. That's what they're hiding. They're coming in, but they're trying to still delay the connection coming together. You know, the judgment card is in the reverse. So right now, this is a period of reflection. Your person still fears judgment here. They're still kind of not listening. They have to still rise up here and embrace a higher level of consciousness here. So in order for them to do this, because this is a life-changing decision that they need to make here. So once they really rise up and embrace their higher selves here, okay, then that period of reflection is over. Thank you. It's still some work to be done, or, you know, this is why the connection hasn't really came together in this dimension. Let's just put it that way. Thank you. Anything else, Spirit, before I move on to the next cards? Okay. Oops. Okay, so the heartbreak card, I call it the heartbreak card, but it's the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is in the reverse position. So, again, there's going to be a reconciliation here. Your person is releasing some stuff here, healing from some things. You are too, right? They could be still having some type of negative self-talk though, right? That's where that self-doubt comes in, especially when it comes to offering you something like a new beginning, right? A fresh start, especially when it comes to love. You didn't get there with this person, okay? But they're still in this codependency here. operating in the materialism or their greed or, you know, selfishness or some sort, right? But instead of them literally working on this connection here, they're still focusing on some stuff that no longer serves them for the most part, you know, which is what? The greed, the codependencies here. So that card also could have been, oh, thank you, Spirit. This is why you're being asked to, 8 of Cups. I couldn't even get it out. I was getting ready to say it, but the card said it for me. This is why you're being asked to let go and release what no longer serves you. So even if that means walking away, right? Because you're not getting what you should be getting out of the connection, right? And just go towards your higher purpose, because you can still literally fight for the connection through 5D for real. You know, energetically it can be done, but for the most part here also, when I get that, sometimes it's not necessarily letting go and ending it, but majority of the time that's what it is. But what I get is also here to check in with your higher self. Okay, so what is it that makes you feel triggered? What do you feel like that you need to release and let go of? Because as the book has said, I think this was page 64 here. Let me look before I get the yap in my gums. Where is it at here? She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with respect and love. We need to do the light work. Okay, so we're here on a light worker mission, and that's what I spoke about in the beginning. We're on a mission, right? So in order for us to do our light work here, we have to be treated with the utmost respect, because we're divine feminines. Okay, so we can't be treated like karmics. We ain't. Okay, we have evolved. We have put in a lot of work into ourselves, and we are deserving of that. We're deserving of better and more. Okay, now sever the ties to our ego that was made out of fear or of a false belief that we don't deserve better or more. You do. Get so terrifyingly real. So this means that you literally got to get all up in their shit. I ain't saying being nasty. You do things out of love, but if something goes against your integrity, hon, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know, I don't align with that. You know, I'm okay being by myself. You know, everything is all good. I love you, but I'm not doing that. You know, whatever it is make sure that you stand in your own self-respect. Okay, because you deserve that respect here. Listen to your own call of your own soul, and that's what it's about here. Okay. She doesn't want us to slip easily into feeling like a victim. Wow. Okay. It felt like something else was calling me here. That's why I'm reading through it. It felt like I was feeling something else calling. But, you know, for the most part, it's stagnation. And it has a lot to do with fear of change. And when you continue to push forward, Divine Femme, and you let go of it, it encourages your person to let go of the fear. All right, because you are now releasing the fear, and you're now saying that you're telling the universe, or you're telling the divine, that I trust you. You know, I trust my spiritual team. I'm trusting the process, and I know that everything is going to work out for my highest good. You move into a state of trusting, knowing that you are supported, and that this twin flame connection that you have is also being supported and protected and watched over. Okay, so that's why it's important for you to let go of the things that don't serve you no more. Check into your higher self. What's triggering you? Okay, what negative emotion are you holding on to? This morning I was triggered myself, you know, so I had to really face it. And instead of me holding it in, and instead of me not speaking my truth or what I was feeling, even if it sounds crazy, you know, even if I sound jealous, I still say, you know, that doesn't make me feel right. I don't feel comfortable. I am feeling some kind of way about it. And I need to speak about this. Why? Because I need to be able to face why I'm feeling this way, so I can release it and move on. And I did that. But even though in the morning time, when we went our separate ways, I still was feeling something. You know, it was still a part of me and my heart that broke just a little bit. But for the most part, what I had decided to do was still face whatever that was that I was feeling here. And I chose happiness. I chose to put that loving energy back into myself. And I also chose to serve. And this is what I've been doing all day. When I said I've been up since literally 6:30 this morning, serving my community here through my light worker work, right? And I put my energy into that, right? Because that keeps me lifted, and it keeps me grounded, and it keeps me focused. And that's where you want to be. You want to be in that energy here where you're not being affected by this 3D shit that's happening around you, because again, that's an illusion to keep you distracted and to keep you off your purpose here. Definitely connect with your angelic guides. You know, every light worker, every divine femme, we got a whole team. And that's what I had to do. Like, look, none of this sitting right with me. But I want you to tell me or show me what I need to do here to continue to operate in a state of peace and to continue to move through this day gracefully and not have any animosity that I'm holding on towards my twin at this time, right? Because I know what this process and what this journey is about. I know what's entailed within it, and I know what stage we are in. And saying that, I'm going to jump into some other cards here to see if we can get a little bit of juicy details, right? It's my love, what is this card called? The Love Oracle deck. And it's really cute, so I like it. Look, twin flame. This is the yin and the yang. Okay, you are in the yin and the yang of your connection. That's that active, take action. Sometimes they could be in their passive energy here, but it's all about balancing and duality, right? So that you guys can complement each other, so that you guys can come into union, literally. So that's what you're going through. Look, the mirror. It's about facing the mirror, because you two, or your relationship here, is a reflection of your wounds. So y'all bouncing back off of each other. Whatever it is that this codependency here that your person is still kind of like clinging so tightly to, what is it in you? You understand that's happening? You know, is it something here that you could be dealing with self-acceptance or abandonment issues or rejection? You know, is that something here that may make you feel triggered? Check that out, right? Your person probably is suffering from the same exact thing. So whatever you work on within yourself is helping your twin to also evolve. Whole card flew on the floor, y'all. Oh yeah, and it's simply here. It's a girl with a snake. So your person here, could be being charmed or used, okay, by this karmic. For the most part here, okay? This karmic maybe has this empath and narcissistic paradigm energy here. Wow. There needs to be some boundaries set with that person. But for the most part, Spirit is saying you will receive what you need. You will get the progression in this connection here. It's going to arrive. Your person is going to move on, for the most part, from this situation here. Look, you're going to get the stability. That's the palm trees. So this is about stability, security, growth, endurance, right? This is what y'all going through. Y'all going through all of this. Y'all trying to get this firm foundation. And I spoke of that earlier. It needs to be a secure situation. It needs to be stable. You guys need to continue to go through a growing process. The love card has been coming out almost all day for me in every reading for the most part. But this is unconditional love, right? This is oneness. You guys have passion. You know, it's about your own self-love on top of that. So not only is it about oneness with your person, it's oneness with yourself, right? So if you are one with yourself, you are one with your twin. All right. Now, yep. This is going to be some time that you're going to be spending with your friends. Okay. Enjoy your singleness. Live in the moment. Have some fun, all right? And just continue to move on. Don't wait around for your person. They will catch up with you. Continue to enjoy your life is what Spirit is saying. Take some time and just embrace your soul tribe here, because that also helps you to be able to keep moving forward. And once you embrace your singleness as well, and you're happy with you by yourself aside from your person, then you start to evolve even more. I'm gonna pull some Mystic Bees. I'm not gonna pull my deck a moment in truth, because unless it comes out in here, but for the most part that deck usually is about it'll start pulling information about the karmic. I don't really want to get into that on this read, but I do have unless spirit suggests it, but I do have some readings posted with Gemini and the daily energy update that speaks about the karmic person. Okay, so what stage are my twins in their twin flame journey? Oh, I couldn't get it. Let's try it again, y'all. So, reserve the right to say no. Don't enable toxic behavior, because it serves no one in the end. Your angels say wait and abide your time for better results. All right, so don't rush right in. All right, just wait. It's okay. Be still, sweetheart. Be still, okay? You're going to get better results. The more and more you stand in your integrity and you say, fuck no, your person going to have to come back correct, because they can't. It's not, I'm not going to say they can't. It's just like, it's hard for the twins to be separated. Energetically, y'all are just like this. It's really hard. You can go get into a whole nother relationship. You can move across the fucking country. Y'all gonna always be in each other's energy. But examine this situation with your third eye. So don't rely on your human eyes, okay, to be your true guide with this. Because there's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see with your eye here that's gonna throw you off, right? Because when you're not looking with your spiritual lenses, and you looking with your natural eye, shit looks fucked up, excuse my French, but it just looks bad, okay? And it can discourage you. It can make you feel hopeless, but don't focus on that. Remember what I spoke about earlier. It's already done, okay? This is a spiritual connection. It's already done. We just got to do our part ourselves, work on our own soul, okay? The number 5s are on these cards heavily, so it's definitely a lot of changes here that are taking place. Some good, some bad. And I don't want to necessarily say bad, but it's causing a lot of self-reflection. There is a divine plan in order. So let go of your need to know the future events, y'all. Okay? So some things you're just not going to be able to know. Remember, I was trying to get that answer out. Like, maybe Spirit can tell us what this is about. Spirit was like, no. Be in your high priestess energy and listen to your intuition. So this is about you learning how to use your intuitive gifts, how to listen to those gifts that you have, that psychic ability that most or majority of you, all of you most likely probably have, right? Mastery of self-love has been attained for preparation for union. So you have mastered self-love here. So kudos. You're close, right? You're close. What kind of energy are you holding on to? Your twin is absorbing what you feel. So raise your vibrations, okay? What I tell you, y'all mirror each other. So if you got that negative emotion or something there that you feeling, you got to release that, because they feel that shit. Me and my twin are, we're not in union, but we are not in separation, and we are not, we are communicating. We have a lot of communication. We speak to each other all day. You understand? We see each other. For the most part, we're intimate, but we are not in a relationship like you would say here. We're in 5D relationship. Maybe I need to change that. You know, maybe I need to just go in and speak it as it's already done. Like, sometimes I do it. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's my husband. But then I get tripped up because I was married before, right? So sometimes I'll be thinking, like, now I don't want the universe to, confuse it and think I'm talking about my ex-husband. But for the most part, right, from Mystic Bees cards, it says, I left you before you could leave me. So that's his 5D, or your person, he or she, 5D energy here, okay? And they're basically saying they ended up, running from the connection because they was messing up, right? So before you can be like, shit, I'm out, they left you, right? It's their pride and their ego. It's both. You see how you got the two backs turned? So that's really both of y'all mirroring each other, and y'all soul is crying out for each other. But pride and ego won't let y'all connect. That has to be released. It's a lot of healing that needs to be done. on your person's part. I'm sorry. But it says, don't wait for me to make you happy. Remember what I told you about that card that came out with the singleness. Enjoy your girls, right? Go out with your girls here. Have some fun. Live your life. Move on. Don't stay stuck. Don't wait for them. Keep going, right? And when you found your happiness within, then they come home. Empress, you're healing. You know, that's what's happening. Mending your broken heart at this time. You're going through a period of healing as well. And that's preparing you for the next phase is what I'm getting, the next step. Thank you. Anything else? The Empress is the divine feminine. So keep operating in your Empress energy. I can't stand the thoughts of you with anyone else. Anything else here? Some of you may have blocked them. You ain't talking to them. Don't talk to me. I don't want you to see me on social media. I want you to text me, nothing. My silence is my way of coping. And if they're silent and they're not talking to you, they're coping with something right now. Okay? There's a reason this hasn't manifested yet, which we have seen where Spirit is saying, you know, check into your emotions. What's going on there? Okay? I send you sexual energy. Anything else here? I got a few more cards that jumped out. We are meant to be, and I've always known that. When our physical union is close, God will definitely reveal it to us. To me, just who you are. Until then, I shall remain asleep. Our souls already know each other, don't they? It's our bodies that are new. Your silence is destroying me. So that's for y'all muting your person here. I don't like being without you, but this is for your own good. So they really feel like they have to stay separated from you and not come into Two of Cups energy, right? Because of this karmic cycle that they got going on, or this karmic situation here. So they really feel like, you know, you don't deserve to have to go through this, but they can't let you go. That's the crazy part, right? They're still holding on to you energetically, or still holding on to you some kind of way, even if y'all in communication like I am with my person, right? Oh, here we go. And Hidden Truth Oracle messages. Thank you. Why is that in there? So that card says progress is being made in your connection despite what you're seeing in this 3D world. We had a whole conversation about that. I remember every detail of that day. So they were replaying whatever happened to you guys that ended, you know, that argument, whatever that tension was. They remember it. Thank you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. And anything else, Divine Masculine, because I'm ready to wrap it up. I knew exactly what I was doing. And I regret lying to you. And look, and that just resonated with me. I got a little twinge. I know my twin lied to me. And it feels like, you know, that's what just came out here. I felt that. That could have been my energy, y'all. That might have been some of y'all too. But they knew exactly what they was doing. And that is it, my loves. Hopefully that was insightful for you. And today or tonight, you walk away with asking yourself, what is it here that you need to release? Okay. What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? Recognize that. You'll notice it. You'll notice what is leaving you and that you're not even interested in any longer. All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to go until we meet again. Probably sometime next week, let's say. But for the most part, keep checking out my other videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Peace.